Morning guys, Tuesday morning. I'm down the plot this morning. I am busy just tinkering along. I've got a few things I want to get sorted out. I want to de-weed under the orchard. I want to get the next door's covers down as well, ready for the chrysanthemums to go up next week. In the meantime, dahlias. These are the dahlias I sowed from seed. I'm busy putting these on, and as you can see, they're doing really well. I've got, you can see the root systems on them there. Fantastic. These are the giant wave ones. Now, I'm going to get these potted up now very quickly, then move on and do everything else I want to get done this morning. That's all of them seed dahlias potted up. So out of 60, I got 33. So 50%. It's because basically the Black Beauty, I only got 1 out of 15. Which is a shame, but at least I got 1, so I'll keep that. I'll put that into a pot and I'll grow that as a pot dahlia this year, so that next year I can get the cuttings from it to get more, because that looked like a nice one. So I'll cherish that one. The rest of them, of course, they're all in there now as well, so they'll stay in there for a few more weeks. I've got to go and get next door prepped, see all the weeds and everything across there, so I need to get that sorted out. We'll put the cover on. In the tomato house at the back here, I've removed the benches and everything that was on the benches, and I've placed them, I've made space basically, put some stuff outside that needs to go outside. Next thing that needs to go outside, them leeks as well. Them leeks are doing fantastic. They're nearly pencil thick, ready to be planted out. I need to get stuff sorted for the beds for those. In the meantime, inside the tomato bit, I've brought the Roma tomatoes in because they're ready to go in. I've marked them out where they need to go, and I've put the twines across the top. And I've just put them 4 Spanish tomatoes in place because they're going to stay in them buckets, but they're going to go on that side once I've gotten that bench taken out. So I'll put the 4 there, then see what else I can put into buckets, see what else I've got in buckets, and place them inside of here as well. Probably put them onions in here, but we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to be putting these tomatoes in just yet. I'll leave them there. I water the ground and then I'll put them in tomorrow. That's the covers down for the chrysanthemums. I'll have to work out exactly how many chrysanthemums I've got and how many beds it's going to take. So it's 36 holes, so it'll be 36 chrysanthemums each bed, and then I'll work that out and plant them out next week. All the tulips and everything were. I need to get into it, but I've run out of time today, so I'm going to have to do this tomorrow. So that's the first task of tomorrow's jobs to be getting on with. Right, I'm going to check and see how Grandad Dave's getting on. Well, he's getting leeks in, so the competition's begun. Let's see which ones do better. So you've got different ones.
I've got to go to the hut for my secret ingredient.
What's the secret ingredient?
Well, I haven't discussed it yet. Well, it isn't cheap. It isn't cheap.
I'll see if that works in. I'll find out what it is. He's got onions to put in here as well, which we've pulled out. And they're just over there. So next time I'm over, we'll see everything put in.
I left that swede in for seed.
Ah yeah, swede was massive. Right, I'm off to work. Well, good morning everybody. It is now Wednesday morning. I have had a visitor down the plot this morning, Russ Carter. So thanks very much for popping down, Russ. I hope them onions that I've been able to provide for you do all right. Unfortunately, Russ had lost a few of his onions because they went double centre, which means that basically they created 2 stems instead of 1. So I've given him some onions that I had spare over, because basically that's what it's all about. So thank you very much for calling in today, Russ, and like I say, I hope they do well. And I'll see you at the leek show in the end of August. Hopefully it'll be below us but we'll see what happens. Today I am starting off by putting these Roma tomatoes into the ground. I'm going to get that sorted out, then basically just see what else I can get done. Sorry, I've seen that there's a sucker here on one of the Spanish tomatoes. So I've got these to do, and I'm going to see if I can get some weeding out done as well. So just to show you what I'm doing here, I know I've already done all of them. So what I'm doing is I'm going below, digging the hole a little deeper than the length of the pot, because I want it to be going to about there on the plant, because I want this stem to be buried so that the roots can create more roots to make it more stable. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off the lower leaves where I want it to go from. That'll help promote more root growth as well. So then when I take it out, I'm just tickling the bottom so that I can get it in a little bit further as well. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done so far. There is all of the Roma tomatoes in. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 11 tomatoes in there. So there's 11 Roma tomatoes in there. Now we're going to get the canes in, get them all caned up, and then I'll start putting the marigolds in. Now we don't need to see that. I'll quickly show you the marigolds before I put them in, but other than that I'll get these in now. I'll start with the bamboo canes, and all I do is, I've got the 2 wires that's side by side and twisted around. I just push the cane through the eye, which I've created, and just push the cane down next to where the tomato is. Now I'll do this all the way across until I get to the other side. Once I put the canes in, the next step is to put these yogurt pots over the top. These have been supplied by Grandad Dave. Now this is to stop when you go and collecting the tomatoes later on from hurting your eyes. As you can see there, they're very sharp on the top. So just pop these over and it'll be fine. I've just noticed this tomato here, it needs a bit of help to go up the cane already. So I'm just basically tying it in with a little plastic clip. The rest, when they get bigger, I'll support with some twine and some other clips as well. Now in between the tomatoes, I'd like to put marigolds so that they deter the pests and things like that, and it also looks nice. And what I like to do in here is I like to just do it exactly the same way as I've done the tomatoes. I put one at the front, one at the back, so one in between all of the tomatoes. But I like to put 2 different varieties as well because it makes it look nice. Now last year I made the mistake of putting a calendula in the middle, and it absolutely went ballistic. It went taller than the tomatoes and it blocked all of the light off for the tomatoes. So I've kept it for dwarf varieties this year. So I've got a couple of French honeycomb, which look like this. So I've gone for some French honeycomb, and I've also gone for some African double mixed as well. So hopefully these will be a lot smaller. In fact, these are for the big ones. I'll put these in the sale they go, but I think they're the big ones actually. But I'm going to put these in now, in between one. So I'll do the row of the French ones at the front, and the back ones will be the giant ones. Not the giant ones, the double ones, sorry. That's another one task done. That's sorted. So the next thing I'll have to do in here is to stake the tomatoes up. Now how I keep them staked up is 2 clips. So these are the clips that I've got. It's basically pipe that's been cut into pieces, and also a little slit that's been cut in the middle just so we can stretch it out a bit. Also these green clips as well, which are very handy. Bear with us a second because this has just come off. Wasn't meant to. Just put that back up there. There's little green clips which go on just like that one there. Now these have all got the first truss on, which means that this one here actually hasn't, this has got the second truss on. These are going to need to be fed once a week, so I'll have to start the feeding regime for these. The feeding regime basically is, as soon as you get 1 truss, you feed once a week, 2 trusses twice a week, 3 trusses 3 times a week, so on and so forth, till you end up feeding them every day. 5 or 6 trusses. Now these, when I mean truss, I mean the first load of fruit bearing flowers. So there's 1 truss there, and there's 2 truss on there as well. So these will get bigger and get stronger, and they'll create more plants. The marigolds will help with the pests as well. I've got some more marigolds which I'm going to put in the onion tunnel, the onion house, which I'm going to go and do now. But another job done, another task sorted. Fan-dabby dozy, nice, clean and tidy. Giant cabbage lined up in the holes, looking really good. Liking the way they look at the minute. Perhaps basing at the seams at the bottom as well, like this one. See there, oh, that's heavy. It's not even watered yet. So I've now just got to put a bit of bloodfish and bone in the holes, then fill these up and get the cover on. I've also been inside the onion house here, and as you can see I've just put a few marigolds just along the front there. Just adds a bit of colour in here basically. I've put them cabbages in as well. They're all covered up. So they're the first batch here, first 4. and also the second four there. So they've been fed with a bit of bloodfish and bone. They're covered up like this for the time being until I get sorted out with some hoops or something like that. But that's me all sorted for today. I do have to get this cover sorted out so that I can get the swede in. That'll be another task which I'll put on the list of things to do. And I've also got the orchard area to de-weed as well. So still absolutely tons of things to do, but we'll get there, we'll get sorted out. I've got a full day off on Friday. Kids are going to come down and help us because they're off school, because we've got tomatoes to pot up. The tomatoes are done fantastic, to be honest, from the second batch that I've put in, and that's them there. Look at them. Look how many's in that pot. Absolutely amazing. Nothing done with them, nothing special. In Humax compost, there's a full packet of tomatoes, full packet of Grandads Delight in there, full packet of Moneymaker in Roma. So kids are going to help come down to get them sorted. Right, I'm off to work. See you tomorrow. Morning everybody. It's Thursday morning. Down on the plot. There's a surprise today. It's somebody's birthday. It's Granddad Dave's birthday today. I've got him some banners up. I've got him a cake and a candle as well. So he's just left after opening up all the windows and doors. So I'll catch him when he comes back and we'll have a sing song. But in the meantime, time to get cracked on this morning. Granddad Dave's here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Grandad Dave. Happy birthday to you.
66 today.
66 today, you little lion, son. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, bro. I can't
Oh,
look.
thanks very much.
I can watch the top there, we can. I'll take the can off what I was doing. Happy birthday, Grandad. I'm pleased I caught you this morning because I was busy putting stuff up when you caught it and I seen you whacking out. That's why I sat in the car waiting. Well,
What?
enjoy that.
It's hairdresser day, man.
Aye, well, stop being a pig. There's the box, I'll put it back in the cake. Happy birthday, Grandad. Happy birthday, Grandad. Oh. 66 today, you liar. There's the cake.
You've got to put that dirty thing back on now.
I'll put it upside down. Yeah, there you are.
I've got a tissue somewhere.
You need it for your face. Right, time to get quite on more stuff. Oh, Lou's been this one night.
Oh my word. I got 66.
I got you a banner. I didn't want to put your true age on.
That is me 2 age.
There's your card. Right.
Turn that run.
62. Thought you said you were 66. Stop changing your story, will you?
That'll do.
Right. I'll leave you to get cracked on.
Right.
Well, that was fun. Back to gardening. Back to getting this sorted out. I've got these discs to go in. Got 4 hanger baskets. Got everything sorted out with them. Put the compost in. Put these discs on. Then sorted. So what these are basically there's 2 lots there. Now I believe these were the simply filled plant cover and water. What plants are in there? Blueberry blend and yellow sunny yellow hanging basket collection. So I'm gonna get these in now like that. There we go, 4 hanging baskets done from the beginning. Hopefully we'll have something that looks a little bit like those when the time comes. Speaking of hanging baskets and baskets in general, this Saturday, the 25th of May, Dean Roberts from Back Garden Veg Plot is doing the washing basket challenge. We've got all our stuff ready to go. We're going to do one this week and one next week. We're going to be putting petunias in there. If you don't know about the washing basket challenge, head over to Dean's Facebook and Facebook page, Back Garden Veg Plot, and also his YouTube channel as well, which I'll be able to put a link on so that you can be able to find the videos this week as well. So that's that done. That's them sorted out. As soon as I've getting the petunias put up in the baskets, the washing baskets, I'll be able to do the other hanging baskets as well. So time to get these hung out. They're going to be going into the tunnel or into the onion house. Then I need to go and sort the onion house out because it's getting too hot with the sunshine. That's the ventilation problem sorted in here. I've taken the top 2 corners out. What a difference already. I've just put some green mesh up just so that no beasties can get in. Right, time is a ticking. It's now 34 degrees in here, so we'll see how it's like in an hour's time. Into the heavy onion house. These are looking good. New shoots flying up. What I'm doing is, I've already got everything fed in there, but I am going to be giving these a feed with some of the products that I won from Mills. So I'm going to use some A and B, the 2-part base nutrient. I've basically mixed it together, worked it out, put it in this big tub. Then let's see, I'm going to feed these plants as recommended. So right, time to crack on with more stuff. Time to do a gardener's least favourite task: weeding out. Well, alarm's just gone off, time to go. I say that's a good half an hour's graft, which has brought out some nice new flowers, which were trapped under the weeds. So I've got some nice flowers here. I'm sure I grew these from seed. Can't remember what they are. But asters there from last year as well. Lupin, sorry, not aster, lupin. Also found the crocosmia, which I got given last year. I'll have to put them into bigger pots for next year now. Managed to get everything else sorted. That's all done. Happy days. I just need to shift that big pile of weeds and stuff there. Now I've got a visual representation of what I need to do in here. I'm going to get the more bark brought down so that I can bark around the area. But first and foremost tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the gladiola bulbs, plant them across the back, plant them down the side. There's already some down here as well. Might do some down the middle there and just make a big cross pattern going across the middle, so when everything's finished in the spring, got the summer plants coming in here as well. Got geraniums which I can put in here as well. Lots of other flowers I can go in. But that's me done for today. Off to work now, so let's go and have a quick look to see what the temperature's like in that onion house before I leave. Still far too hot. This is not good. Not good. 100 Fahrenheit. It's 38 supposedly in here. I have to give everything another drink before I run away now. So that has worked, but it hasn't. So what I'm going to have to do, I can feel the draft coming in from here. Don't know whether that's just because it's in the sunshine or what, but I think it is less than 30 to 38 degrees in here. I'm going to cut across the top of there, and just get all of that is green cover. And there'll be plenty of ventilation in there. That's for tomorrow. As a minute, I'm going to work. I'm off tomorrow. Girls are coming down to help with the tomatoes, and I get some more stuff done. So I'll see you tomorrow. So, I've got some helpers today. We've got the tops on and everything. We've come into Wilkinson's to get some, what are we getting? Oh, we want some cups to over for the tomatoes. Look what we found, look. 20 pence dahlias. Time to clear the shelves. Okay, that was fun down at Wilkinson's, wasn't it? Yeah. We managed to pick up a full bag of goodies. We'll empty the shelves. I even shared some dahlias with some lady as well who wanted some. So I picked up some Bravado for the strawberry baskets. And I've picked up some feed for the giant tomatoes as well, the giant onions. Now, this is what I've picked up, dahlias. It's been worth going down this morning. Wow. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've picked up 14 dahlias. So what's 14 dahlias times by 20 pence?
280. £2.80.
Not £2. No, I haven't paid £2.80 for that. No way. Couldn't have done. Oh, yeah, I did, you know. Paid £2.80 for all of them. Can you believe it? All of these, and the rest, £2.80. I've also picked up some of these things as well. Some anemones.
Maths.
So
you do.
I've got 3 of them, and I've got some of. I think they're the same. No, they're not. They're different. I don't know what they are. But for 20 pence, pick them up. We'll put them in, see how things go. So I'm pleased with them. Right, now the girls are going to get the tomatoes potted up. So I'm going to leave them with them, and I've got my list of things to get on with. Hi, Trouble! It looks like we've got a triplets of trouble. We've got sweeties and biscuits, where the girls have just eaten their Greg's pasties. Elizabeth's still eating hers. Are you coming to help Daddy as well? You're certainly dressed for the occasion, aren't you? Because look at your top. You got your top on as well? Yeah. Because look. Wow, check that out.
Mummy's there.
Look. In the car. We're going to get out now. You can have your sweeties and we're cracked on. Right? Right. Good job. It's been a bit difficult recording with all the kids here. Little Kyle's obviously turned up as well. I'll just give you a quick show of what I've done just for the dairy purposes. Of the orchard there, I've put gladioli down the back, so 2 rows of gladioli down there. I've also placed a row in between these as well. So there's already some in there, but I'll put some more in. And if I take you next door, seaweed it down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a load of wood chips. Just cover all of this with wood chip, all of it, because this is going to be for the fruit bushes and things. So I need to finish off this bit, but I've hoed all of this. I need to hoe down the bottom of there, which I haven't done yet. I've hoed this bed, so that's all sorted out as well. And I've also, where the carrots were here, where none are germinated at all I've done is put gladioli down here. So at least I know something will grow in here. Same with the peas on this side as well. There's the odd one that's popped up in here, but the peas have been really poor this year. There's a full pack of one in here, and there's only like, there's one there, there's one there. They've been eaten as well, I think, but which is a shame because I had such a good set of peas last year. Sweet peas are doing all right. I've hoed down the front here. There's no beetroot. The beetroot I put in hasn't germinated. Don't know what's going on, but these sweet peas are coming up all right. I've had to stake that cabbage up. So I've left this cabbage in for the purposes of showing people how it comes to seed. And this thing is the same, it's taller than me. There I am, head height. Goes up to the top there. What I've also done with the kids, I've put a couple of teepees up here, some bamboo canes. And I've just put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Put 12 sweet peas. I sowed the autumn in here. That would dying to come out. I mean, look, they're already flowering, and they're really small as well. That's because I've left them in the pots too long. They're starting to whiten off at the bottom, so hopefully they recover. But we'll see what comes of them. In the middles of these, I'll be putting some other flowers. I've got some marigolds. I've got anything spare. Well, there's 3 teepees up on there as well. I've also de-weeded through these strawberries as well, so they've been pretty helpful. Now they're sitting plain inside the hut. What the girls have done, while I've been busy doing most of that, is they've been potting up the tomatoes. Now we've run out of compost. Compost is home, so we're going to call it a day for today. So in here, I've been left a bit too long. Top's looking dry, but I've got loads of water underneath, so they're soaking all the water from the bottom. So I've got more tomatoes on the go there. So there's 20, 40, 60, 80. There's a few more in here, but like I said, I've run out of compost. So there's about 100, there'll be 100 here. I'll have to get some more pots in, and these will be ready to go in a couple of weeks' time. I was just walking past the garlic there and I spotted a couple of things which I want to show you. Now this is a natural thing for the garlic to do when it's close. It's nearly time to pick actually. They're actually throwing up what are called scapes. So that's these things here. These are basically the seed heads. And what you can do actually is you can pull them off and you can use them in cooking. They're like a delicacy, and they'll smell of garlic as well, which they do. The stinging of garlic, lovely. So I'm going to have a quick look through the rest of these, see if I can find any more to take for tea. There we go, it's the start of the crop for the garlic. There's some scapes there, so just chop them up, put them in a salad, put them in a stir fry. Lovely. The ones off the elephant garlic will be a lot bigger, actually. There's a few there, actually. I've just started spotting them on there as well. I'll have to take them off as well now. You can see the difference between the elephant garlic scapes and the normal garlic scapes. A bit different, but should use them all the same. These weren't even on the other day when I checked, so they're starting to come through now. They should be due ready in June, July, so another 4 to 6 weeks for the garlic that I put in first. Well, kids have had enough. Can't be helped. I'm taking some stuff home to get cracked on at home. I've got the begonias to take home to pot up. I've also got some other things to plant out in the back garden and stuff and tidy the back garden up, and I've got that other greenhouse to sort out as well. So I'm going to go home, crack on there, anything to show, I'll show you back at home. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow morning. To see more of Leslie working in the garden. There you have it, she's working in the front garden. Her cracks in for a change. Like mine was always out.
Mine isn't out.
Yours isn't out. What we've done is we've loosened off all the soil from the little front garden bit that I've done. I've put some carnations around, some cosmos, some marigolds. There's already some like dianthus in there. I've picked up a pack of anemone. There's 2 pack of anemones in there as well, which I want to plant. Well, Leslie is anyways. She's already made a start. We just laid everything out and she's going to go around and pop them all in. So that should make a nice little display when the time comes. I've still got a fair few bits to put into the back garden as well. Doing a cracking job, love.
Thanks.
The spare sleepers that we had, wait, actually they're Neil's. I've commandeered them for the time being. We're getting all of these bulbs and everything planted in here. Put the sleepers down the side, so this will look lovely when it's finished. All the way down there, and the sleepers are just down the side, just to mark off the corners. Happy days. I've got some more wood chip and go down, and also wood chip and go down to the garden as well. There we go, sorted. Good job, Leslie. Good job. Morning, Saturday morning. I've got a couple of hours before I head to work, so I've got one task to do with the garden this morning, which I didn't get done yesterday, and that is to put the blue cover down and cut out the holes for the giant swede, which is exactly what I've cleaned on this morning and done. So that's all sorted. I've got to get these 2 in at the front, so this one and this one, because they need to go in. The rest can stay there until they're ready to go in. But then I'm going to go up home, I'm going to do some more potting on, and then I'm going to get things sorted out for the back garden as well. So get these put in. Oh, one other thing as well, the parsnips have taken a battering in the wind, so I've got to clear out the bed that's there and pop the ones that's alright go in there. Other than that, they're going into the polytunnel to recover. Right, that's them 2 in. They're doing alright. I've got them ones to put in later date. Just pulled the top off the cabbage. Cabbage is looking canny. Pleased with the way these have reacted. Really should be making a frame for these. I will have to de-weed down here as well, down the sides. But cabbage is looking nice and green, and I'm pleased with the way it is at the minute. And there's 4 of them, all looking the same underneath that cover. And that's exactly the way which it'll stay. Right, time to go clear that bottom bed off. That's that one there. And that's that done as well. So that's all marked out, that's all sorted. I'll put some flowers in the front and flowers in the back. I've got 5 heavy parsnips that's going in there. There's only one that survived the winds, and that's this one here. We'll open that up possibly tomorrow, and we'll see how they are inside. But from what I know, on the bottom, roots are starting to come out the bottom there, which is a good sign. So I'll just leave them on there. I'll put them in tomorrow. So these are the giant parsnips, and these are the normal parsnips. So you can surely tell the difference. These are warrior, that's what these ones are. Right, I want to give everything a quick spray for thrip, then I'm going to head off home. See you there. Good morning, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd just come up while it's not sunny, while it's light. Got myself a cup of tea in hand. I've got some potting on to do this morning, which I might as well get done now. I've got the begonias here, which need to be potted up. So I'm just going to get on with that, get on with what else I need doing, and see how the day progresses. It is forecast to absolutely throw it down with rain today, which, to be honest, the sky doesn't look too clever. So I get as much as I can. We are planning on doing the basket challenge today, because I didn't get to do it yesterday because I was at work. So when Leslie and the kids get up, I might be able to get that done, put the flowers and everything into the garden as well. So let's see what I can get done this morning. Well, from that small pot, what I've managed to do is I've managed to get full tray 20, full tray 10, full tray 24, full row 20s, another 24, and another 24. 122 begonias potted up this morning, or before. A lot of people have gotten out of bed. I was surprised how many there is actually, just from that one small tray. I think I might cut that down next year, but that's them sorted out. They're going to go somewhere, potentially down there. Well, some of them will go down there, some of them I'll pop outside, or even put next door, just into. In fact, I don't know where I'm going to put them at the moment. That's the struggles I've got. Anyhow, I've got these sunflowers to put up now. This one here is just taken off. It's all sunflower. It's going to need potting on shortly as well. Same with the one at the back as well. Sunflowers are going to need to go out. Right, let's get cracking on a bit more. Well, quick task. I'm not a hairdresser, but I think that one looks better than that one. Now I've got to do that one. Let's see if we can match them up. Well, sort of symmetrical. I think I'll just stick the potting on. And then just like that, it starts raining. I timed that well, didn't I? Right, I'm going to get these sunflowers potted up now. Well, greenhouse is fit to bursting again after putting all of this stuff on. I've just potted the 3 giant swede. That was the last lot to be put in back in March. I've got the tall sunflowers here, that's at the back. So we've got them all potted up, and I've got the 4-metre ones that I saved all up here. I don't know where I'm going to put them all. Honestly, don't know where I'm going to put them. These marrows are looking fantastic, and they're just coming out of the bottom of the roots. The roots are coming out of the bottom as well. There, I've got field pumpkins, marrows are ready to go down the garden. Everything's ready to go. A lot of things. These dahlias are ready to go down as well, and these Stena runner beans. I've got 2 that's saved, so I'll be keeping them somewhere special. Make sure they're fed properly. And I'll give you a quick peek of what's outside as well. Now, excuse the mess, but I've got the begonias. The foxgloves are starting to come up, which is great. I've got me onions from seed. I've got this tall sunflower there. I've got another one somewhere as well where Leslie's put it, I don't know. So I'm absolutely chock-a-block in here. I've got the giant beetroot, which is here. I've got these shelves fit with cabbage. And these shelves filled with pelargoniums, geraniums. I've got some space in this shelf, so I'll start putting some stuff on here. But other than that, I've run out of room again. You've got everything filled up here as well. So I've got these, Elizabeth's got these sunflowers to put on. I've got more black sunflowers here as well. Tons and tons of stuff. It's great. I was wondering where they were. I've got them sunflowers to put on now. So I'm going to get these done. Find somewhere to put them, then I'm sorted. Well, I've been very busy. I decided to get on with the greenhouse, and I've got it all sorted. Let us show you around. Excuse the mess. I do have to still tidy up. You have to make a mess before you can tidy up. Right, so those windows are in. Coming inside, and what I've done is I've put the back windows and things on, so they're all on, apart from that section there, because I don't know where that glass pane is. Must be somewhere, it might be with Rob's. I've taken all of the polycarbonate sides out of this side here. That's attached to there, and where I've put it, I've put them on the outside here. You know, it's much easier. So they're all in, they're all sorted as well. So the only thing I need to do, oh hello darling, thank you very much, cup of tea. All I need to do is sort the doors out in that section behind us. So that section up there, down the middle of the gaps here, what I'm going to do is get some Gorilla tape or some duct tape, just tape on the outside and tape on the inside, and use this bubble wrap. There's like an insulation on the side, and any gaps that's underneath here in the middle, I'll just silicone up. I'll tape up and silicone up, either or. So that's what I'll do there, and I've done at the front as well. So I've managed to convert one 8x6 into 2 8x6s. So that's that sorted out. I've just got to, like I say, sort that bit out there. But it's been very productive this morning. Hello darling. So I've now got 2 8x6s joined together. Happy days. The water's sliding down this way. Fantabby dozy. Right, so I'll have a cup of tea and I'm going to get sorted out, because I will need to get things moved out of here so that I can get this section prepared as well. See what I can do about getting a couple of benches or something in here, just so I can bring stuff that's in there in here, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm pleased so far. I say I've got lots of tidying up to do now, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, then get cracking on with me tidying up. I've got some wood to burn there, the little wood burner, but I'm going to wait until after the wife's finished drying the washing on the line. Things are tidying up all right. I've got all of these ellies which are going to be placed into this bed here. So this bed here, and there's a little bit of that bed or whatever, it depends how many I can get in. I'll probably put them all in if I can. There's a couple of Yorkshire Giants here which I'll put a couple of them in as well. Also got I've got my baskets sorted out, I've got all my flowers and everything that's going to be going into the bay down there and across the back down there as well. I've made the decision that after everything's finished growing in here, then end of this year, these 3 beds are getting dismantled, and that is where the 12-foot trampoline for the Bens, the kids, is going to go with the enclosure. So that's going to be the trampoline area, and I've got all of this area to play with, and you'll be able to see the plants and everything as well. When the time comes, I'm going to get that area decked as well. That's going to get decked, and my shed is going to go into that corner there as well once I get it built. But anyways, I've got the onions, the quality onions that I saved from last year. I've started developing the seed heads, which is good, fantastic stuff. My washing basket petunias. I managed to get things popped into this greenhouse for the time being. So I managed to get all the stuff that's already been potted up into here. So the sunflowers, the swedes, I mean, this marrow is fantastic. That marrow is really, really good. I've got all the rest of the stuff in here as well. The begonias that I potted on this morning, the pumpkins, they need potting on again, and sunflowers as well. I've got the dahlias which I need to take down to the garden. So the dahlias are there, and they're also there. Excuse me. Right. We're going to sort out all of this probably tomorrow and start planting the stuff in, of course. With some lovely foxgloves in there. And we've got some grapes on the grapevine again, which is nice to see. Into so everything in here is stuff that's either still growing or needs potting on. I've got my big Zac tomatoes here as well. Sunflowers there, which need to go into bigger pots. Some heavy onions as well. I've got field pumpkins, 2 field pumpkins which need to be potted on. So like I say, all of these need potting on basically. Everything else is in there. I've potted on the Joe's long chili today as well, and these Romano peppers need to be potted up as well. I've getting some of these Telegraph cucumbers up for little Elizabeth there, and I've potted a couple of them sweet potatoes in. Now where I was going to put the sweet potatoes now, I'm actually thinking about just putting them into the ground down here once I clear this section off. Then I'll see how things go with that, because I've got no plans for that this year at the moment. I've just put on the 15-inch sunflower head sunflowers from last year from my own saved seed, and I'm a bit late with the sowings for Harrogate show, but I'm in the moment I'm going to get my heavy cucumber sowed. So I've got 3 different varieties. I've got David Thomas heavy cucumber, I've got Tyrone Lehman, and I've got Kevin 40. So I've got a few different ones to go for. I'm going to put them in now. Then later on this afternoon I'm going to get these Brigadier cabbages potted up as well, because the root systems on them are ready to go. I've already had this one lifted out, so you can see they're ready to be potted up into 2-litre buckets, 2-litre pots. So that's what I've been getting on with today so far. A couple of bit more to pot up, which I'll show you in just a second once I've done them. Well, I've quickly just getting potted up there, as I've getting these Stena runner beans, the 2 that I've managed to save from the 12 that I had, or 10 that I had, sorry. I do have 1 in there as well, which is starting to show bits. So that's them potted up. I've getting these heavy cucumbers sorted out as well. So I've got the Telegraph improved. These are just patio sizzle I've got in here. I've got 3 David Thomas heavy cucumber. I've got 2 Tyrone Lehman and 2 Kevin 40. So these are all in, and we'll see how they come as well. But that's me done for today. I'm going to do the washing basket challenge tomorrow. I'm going to do the start that tomorrow. I probably need another bag of compost, because my basket's a little bit bigger than what Dean's was. Like I say, that's me all sorted for today. I'm going to go and have something to eat, have a chill, have a cider, and that's me done for today. I've done plenty enough today. Thanks everybody for watching this week. Thanks to everybody who's new and subscribed, everybody who's joined the group as well. It's nice getting all the messages that I've been getting as well, and I like responding and talking to you guys. Things are progressing nicely. Once again, like I've mentioned in the past, it's just a case of waiting to get everything sorted, then it's just maintaining and keeping on top of. But as for me this week, thank you very much, and I'll see you all next week. See you later.